be a church on this corner here too, but that was a church there that Brockman was.
Oh, the Lutheran church.
The
Emmanuel Lutheran.
Family ministry there. Yeah. That building was always, that apartment has always been there, the green one. In fact, I ran out in between cars coming home from school one day, and I got hit by a car.
Really?
I bit my tongue. I was bleeding all over the place, and I ran home to my mom. Oh my God, I thought I was a real mess, you know. This has been a gas station forever. There used to be a Texaco station for years. And this was just a regular housing. Now here, that's always been the park, but then
There's a Carnegie Library there. Right?
Carnegie Library used to be down there, and about where that big plaque is down there, that's where the library was. And right here, on this corner here, was the Boone's home, and he was a pretty well-off fellow. And then when I was going to school down at Meeker down here, this house right here, they were just building. There used to be a small sawmill, shingle mill right here, a big log retention pond. They always put their logs in ponds. You know, I don't know why, but they did. Anyway, but this was all an old deserted mill. It went out during the.
See, the Gersmans live here, right?
Pardon?
Don't the Gersmans live here?
No, I don't know who lived there. But the thing was that house that was built with that farmer, that fellow I told him about had the big horse.
Yeah.
That was all done with a slip, and he dug that out. There was dirt piled all the way over to the next house practically over there, and they dug that basement with a slip. That horse. When I was watching, he dropped that thing down. The old horse just powered up. He got to the end.
I think the Gersmans lived there, and then Len Sawyer lived.
Yeah, Len Sawyer lived on. Leonard
Right
Sawyer
there,
bought
too.
the Boone house. Yeah, yeah. And this has been. This used to be the park, and right on this corner here was the. Both of them were bus drivers for the Valley Bus, the two sons, and they both played football. I forget their names, but anyway, they used to run across here. They had that little old pond was out there, and they would run across here, and right here was Meeker. And there's a lot of stuff has been added on to Meeker, but then it was pretty much the same thing. All Saints was always here. This used to be just housing over here. But during the Depression, people just did everything, you know, help one another. If they had extra fruit and everything like that, they'd always just let you know. But there was no telephones. I think it's probably about 150 telephones in the city of Puyallup at the time. And this was a nice area in here. Now, for all of that over here, this was here. The apartment was over there, and sitting right directly opposite here was the old streetcar barn. There, because the streetcar used to come out from Puyallup, Tacoma, and go up to Clark, up above Maplewood Springs, and everything like that. This was all a vacant field over here, and that's where we play baseball with have cow droppings and stuff like that, or horse droppings, and hit them with splats and everything like that. You heard that song, you know, with teardrops and everything like that. Well, that's what they do. And this was all vacant. There was a little house on the end down here, and Hogan bought it where that Bush thing is. Hogan bought it because Safeway was going to build here, and he didn't want him, so he had a house sitting here for at least 10 years. There was a lot of spiteful going on at times, you know. Yeah, this was all housing in here, just regular housing. And there's a guy that gets his door open up. This was all parking, and then down here, this was all berry fields, all blackberry fields, all the way over. All this was all berry fields in here.
Blackberry.
blackberries. In there you had to see the blackberries were the last ones, and in order to get your bonus, you had to pick. Well, school had already started, and blackberries were still on. And in order to get your bonus, you had to go over and pick after school and pick on weekends in order to get your 3-cent crate bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite a interesting thing. I don't know if this street goes through or not. Didn't used to be any